Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how I do my beat the traffic everyday makeup. I pretty much put it on when I just don't have any time to think, and I think it's a really beautiful look for most complexions, if not more so redheads. So stay watching if you're interested. Fab, and here we are. So as I probably mentioned in the introduction, I don't know what I've mentioned in the introduction because I haven't done it yet, because I did this first and then this is definitely my everyday beat the traffic makeup. Like, it is, let's get it on, let's get cute quickly and ensure that we're not stuck in 50 minutes of bumper to bumper traffic. This is essentially what I wear every day when I like get up and I'm like, don't know what to do, quick, default, autopilot, let's do it. So this is where we're at. I have nothing on my face. I've put some rosehip oil and some under eye cream. I'm loving the Ole Erickson Banana Bright Eye Cream. Loving that. Got some in my kit as well. It's very good. So I start with the M.A.C Pep and Prime 24-hour eye extend eye base, excuse me. Chuck that on the old middle finger and I just blend that one out all across the lid to get that nice non-creasy base foundation down. So the next thing I get is the Layin Glow Pro Longwear Paint Pot. It's like a beautiful warm toned lid color, which I really like, and it creates just enough color, like it's like, oh, you've got something on your face, but not enough to be like crazy. Like, especially if you're going really fast, you can whip it on really quickly. So I've got it on my finger again, and I start in the middle and I go just above to my crease and I go swish swish, and I'm literally just putting it all over the entire lid. I don't go too far in because then I grab a brush, which is a nice little concealer type brush, and that's where I blend it in through there and then out, and then I just swish swish. And that's essentially my eyeshadow, like, done. And then I'll put a little bit more, well, whatever's left on my finger, I press over the base, and then if there's anything that looks like it hasn't been blended, I literally use the warmth of my finger, and it's so good. It just diffuses the edges so it doesn't look like you've got this abrupt finish of the color. Like, so easy. Because coffee, and because who the hell else is up this crazy early on a Sunday morning? Like, okay, I don't have kids, I don't have an excuse. That's how I'm sitting right now. I'm not going to the gym, like, I don't have an excuse. Anyways, let's just say I went to bed and she's had a good 10 hours sleep already, and I was up and I was thinking, and I'm like, let's do stuff. Okay, anyway, back to the eyeballs. So I forgot to mention as well, if your finger pressing is getting the whole lid color situation a little crazy and you want it to kind of soften, like you've gone too far up, I just get like a really cool blendy brush from, who have I got this from? Morphe. It doesn't have a name, it came in a pack. I've got a little bit of RCMA translucent powder, and I just run that through the edges and it just softens. Like, you just do little swirly motions and your girls calm down a little bit, and you can't tell where it starts and where it finishes, and it's fab. It's like that really, like, oh yeah, I did my makeup but it took me 5 seconds, but nobody will ever know. So back to the eyeliner I couldn't find. This is my LA Girl Glide Gel Liner. I really like this. I've pretty much used a whole shtick and now I've got another one. Like, that's how I'm, like, it's fab. So I just place that, you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, outer corner, outer third. It's really, for me, anchors the look and gives it a bit of depth as well as elongates the eye. Like, it adds a bit of shape to the whole look, I feel. Then I grab this really cool Zoeva brush, 325 I believe it is, and we just soften that edge. Doesn't matter how messy it is, like, you can fix it up in the end. And I flick it out and then I bring it all the way back through. So you just want to, like, extend it slightly and go inwards, because if you go out too much, you're just going to, like, extend it all the way to your bloody earlobe. Like, don't do that. Well, earlobes down, but the top of the ear, you know what I mean. Done. I've got all the mess underneath my eyes, so don't worry about that right now. Well, actually, we'll worry about it. I get a little cotton tip. I dip it into some micellar to shape out, because that's obviously how you want everything to shape. It's at this stage that I'll get a primer. I'm going to use the BECCA Backlight Priming Filter Primer. And I just chuck a little bit of that on my face so that can kind of settle and work its magic before I get onto my foundation. It's all about being really German in this makeup look. Efficiency. And I feel like I put on my primers way too aggressively, but I like to massage the skin a little bit. I feel like it adds a little bit more plumpness. Oh, my skin needs all the help it can get lately. Your girl's hormonal and the skin is not on my side. It's not trying to hide anything. It's like, hi, we're hormonal. Like, thanks. Cheers for that. Right. Fab. Let's get on to mascara. I'm using the Haute Naughty Lash by M.A.C. Can I just say I never knew it had two wands. Oh my god. Okay, so I got this from M.A.C. I bought two. It's brown. My other one's brown. She gave me two browns. I think I've mentioned that in another video and I'm still not over it. I'm officially traumatized by it. But do you know what? I've been using it and then I've been layering a black over the top if I want a little bit more intensity of like another branded mascara. And she has been put to work. So it's kind of over, but it's not because I'm still holding hard feelings. But anyways, I did not know that there is another mascara wand in the pink bit. I always just thought it was this really cute double stacked wand, and now you put another. Like, I didn't know that. What the hell? Did anyone else not know that? Does anyone else own it and like didn't know that? Can you please let me know, because I feel a bit silly, which is not uncommon for me. Anywho, I whacked this mascara on like there is no tomorrow, so I feel like this look needs, it's like a bit of colour, a bit of depth, lots of lash, you're good to go. Next, now that the primer's on and she's good to go, we're going to do the CC Cream Your Skin But Better by It Cosmetics. Okay, don't come for me, but I use the colour light and it's too dark for me at the moment, so I try not to put too much on. It's my solution to everything at the moment. And I love this brush by It Cosmetics. It's called the Flawless Foundation Brush. I got it in a kit when I was in America. I'm still gonna do my America makeup haul video, so it's coming, like, as promised, like it's coming. And I'm obsessed with it. I don't think I've used a beauty blender in the month since I've been back. It's been 2 months. What the heck? It's literally changed my whole makeup routine. I'm obsessed with it. I need one for my makeup kit. I really love the way it finishes. Like, it's smooth. We like. At this point that I get more mascara on, because the first base for me would have set by now. So it's all about doing 10 things at once. And honestly, this look takes me like 15 minutes in the morning when I'm not filming, obviously. So second base going in. And see what I mean? Like, it doesn't look light and brown, this mascara. It's quite a dark brown, which I really like, and I feel like if you are a redhead and you're finding black mascaras a little bit too harsh for yourself, even though I think redheads can totally get away with it, like, especially if you've got those beautiful light colored eyes. Oh, I die, love that. But this is a nice dark brown is what I'm getting at, and it's got a lot of volume. Okay, concealer, I'm using the M.A.C Studio Fix, which I've recently added to my kit. And I really love it. Like, I thought it was going to be really drying, but when I used it on my clients, especially more mature age clients, and after discussing it with the girl in M.A.C, like having a chat to her, oh my god, it's a M.A.C product. Okay, no, I'm sorry. It's really beautiful and it sets on its own. The only thing is you've just got to work quickly and then you get the best results. And I'm loving using it with this Morphe E46 brush. It's got like a really beautiful contoured base that really gets into that under eye area and blends out the concealer beautifully. So I'm all about quick, effortless, especially when we're, you know, it's the AM and you're trying to get out the house on time. I love that. And I love to do like a real like patting motion with this brush. I feel like it's amazeballs. use like that. So my next step is RCMA translucent powder. Love this stuff. Morphe M536. I'm obsessed with this little bullet brush. It's so good. I just pat under the eyes like so, on the end of the nose, set through the T-zone, and then just a little bit through here because I don't like it being too shiny on me. It looks weird. That's my dog cracking it. Gonna let him in soon. He's just been a total monster this morning. He's dug underneath the house, and I was literally just before this video out. Sorry, I put a bit of powder here because I feel like it gives me the best blendability when I put my bronzer on. Like otherwise, you know, you haven't given the foundation enough time to set. You set it with the powder so you can just get into blending, because remember, we don't have time in the morning. We need to like get going. Anyways, yeah, my dog was digging under the house, so I was literally running around in the mud chasing him. It was really fun. So I'm grabbing this little M.A.C brush, which I really love. It's got a really great shape. It's called the 42i small, which I guess it's the small version of the 42i. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put it down in the comments below. And then taking my Marc Jacobs Omega bronze, just adding a bit of dimension to the old mug. Sometimes I just leave with just bronzer on, like I find it enough, and as a redhead sometimes I like to get away with just using it as a blush bronzer because it just adds a bit of warmth and a bit of fun to the old pale complexion. However, it is so easy to just chuck a bit more blush on top so that you look totally put together. And I just sweep up to the temples, really swirl around where it started so we don't have any marks. See, I love it. It looks so pretty. Because if we don't have a bit of powder, this for some reason loves to stick. I don't know whether it's the CC cream. I don't think it's the brush, and I don't think it's the bronzer. CC cream just likes to remain a little bit more moist than everything else. And I love this warm tone because it really blends back with the eyeshadow look too, which you can see. And you'll notice I don't put anything under my eyes. I just let the top rock because we ain't got time to get all fancy. This is definitely not a morning for winged liner girls. Hell no. Grab the Fleur Power MAC. Let's put some of this on. And just with a Real Technique splash brush, high up on the cheeks. I mean, you can add highlighter if that's your vibe. I haven't really been wearing highlighter lately. I just let the CC cream be a bit dewy, especially when you set it. Like, I find it's enough for me, which is really weird considering I'm definitely not the poster girl for, oh, that's enough. Eyebrows. I've been using, again, another LA Girl product in Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This is the color, I think I've been using Taupe, whatever you want to say. And I love the spoolie at the end and just get those brows in place. And what I do is I just really use this color for the front of the brow because I've been finding that my Anastasia pomade is way too dark at the front and it tends to look a little bit blocky for me. I'm not loving it. So for this, it's got really good definition and it gives me a lot more control than the angled brush and the pomade. Then again, I just grab the spoolie and blend that through beautifully. And on this side, I tend to always go a little bit lower than I need to. So I get my little concealer brush. Then I get my Auburn Dip Brown, excuse me, my Auburn Dip Brow Pomade and like a really nice thin angle brush. Again, this is from the It Cosmetics pack and it's a dual-ended brush and it's so thin, like I love that. And then I just start at the arch and just define the back end of the brow, add a bit of depth with this, small strokes. I'm not, if I can be honest, loving my brow routine at the moment. I need to experiment with it further. This dog, he's so rude. This is like every day. It's not, this one's not my dog. Spoolie, finale, I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Trendsetter Lip Contour. Just whack a good line on the old lip. Do love this lip. I remember I used to be like totally obsessed with it. Like every day. I've only just gotten back into it, but she's still a fave. And then M.A.C Faux, F-A-U-X. Love this color. Thinking of redoing my redhead fave lipsticks video, which I've had on there for a couple of years because I've got more. And this is the completed look. I think it's a really easy everyday makeup look, and it's no fuss, gets you out the door on time, and it still looks really well put together. So if you have any more suggestions on what you'd like to see from my channel, please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, because I'm actually posting more videos now. See ya.